It's a little bit darker, this one, not to put a downer on things. It's basically about hate and division in our own society. It's got a lovely sing-along at the end, so... Are you scared to say how you really feel? Do you feel afraid cause you know it's real? When you see that they're coming over here, there's a million more in a single year. They speak a different language and they're not compatible with the rest of us. They look out for their own. The government won't make it stop. I saw one in my corner shop near home. I just don't like the people that use iPhones. I'm a Samsung man and I'm really proud. When I get a text you can hear the sound. Well, it's not PC, but I face the fact that I can't be near a phone that's black. Oh, Nokia and Nexus have their own communities. They keep that to themselves, that's fine with me. But I'd rather set my house on fire than let an iPhone use my wireless key. Well, it often feels like you and me are not too far apart. There's beauty in the world's diversity. And if you cut the smartphones open, then they'll both spill green chips. Maybe we should stop the rivalry and live in harmony. Nah. Well, they seem content in a low-paid job. As a freelance artist, hipster snob. They should integrate, but they just refuse to ever make a charger we can use. We're clearly overrun. The Daily Mail say they're scum. So who am I to argue with what's right? But I don't want to cause offense. I see some in the audience tonight. And it often feels like you and me are not too far apart. We can both download our Candy Crush for free. And if you cut the smartphones open, then they'll both spill green chips. Maybe we should stop the rivalry and live in harmony. 'Cause we're all just phones, they're all just phones. We're born the same because we're all assembled by an Asian guy. And when we break, we have to make calls to Mumbai. Oh, Here comes the sing-along. Is it Samsung versus Apple? We're not programmed to be friends. Samsung versus Apple, but is that the way it ends? What if Samsung stood with Apple? Samsung stood with Apple. Join in with me on the ahs this time. One more time. What if Samsung stood with Apple? Get your phones out. Samsung stood with Apple. Come on, you Samsungs. Alright, go on then, iPhones. What if Samsung stood with Apple? What if Samsung stood with Apple? Thank you very much.